Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, yet another good news. This good news is from province New Brunswick. I'll be discussing with you entire new PNP which Brunswick has started. So before that, very small request. If you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. So with that, let's move on to the very important news that New Brunswick, this is one of the province in Atlantic Canada. There are 4 provinces in Atlantic Canada. This is one of the province. New Brunswick has opened its PNP. So New Brunswick PNPs are now open. And this is the latest news. And this happened on Wednesday, February 5th, 2025. So the important word here is controlled manner. So they have opened their PNP, but in a controlled manner. Why controlled manner? The reason is the federal government has given very little quota to each province. Some provinces have received half and some have received even less than half of the quota. So that's why controlled manner. That's a very important word. And that's why lots of PNP programs are cut, hold, or paused. This is what is happening. But what is open, I'll be talking about those. So, New Brunswick has total 2,750 spots. Very important. Most of the people are not going to give you this information. 2,750 spots total spots. Out of this, New Brunswick has got 1,500 PNP spots and 1,250 which are AIP, because New Brunswick, as I already told you, is also a part of Atlantic Canada AIP program. I have a complete video on AIP, so you can watch that video. Here, all I'm telling you is that the allocation, total allocation is 2,750, out of which New Brunswick PNP has got 1,500 and Atlantic program, it contributes 1,250. So that's the contribution. And now one very important thing which I want to tell you before is, for New Brunswick, the priorities, 3 priorities are there: health, education, and construction. So if you are in this area, or if you are already in New Brunswick in this area, then it is great for you. Otherwise, I will not suggest you to move to the province New Brunswick if you do not belong to this area. So with that basic information, let's look at what's happening. New Brunswick PNP streams. When we talk about New Brunswick PNP streams, majorly there are 3 streams. The first stream is New Brunswick Express Entry stream. The second stream is New Brunswick Skilled Worker stream. And the third stream is New Brunswick Strategic Initiative stream. Now, these are the streams for candidates. Business streams are different, so we are not going to talk about it. We are only going to talk about the candidate streams. So, out of this, already they have announced that New Brunswick Strategic Initiative stream is already paused. So that's out. No point talking about it, at least for this year 2025. So there is no point talking about it. So we are left with 2 of these streams: New Brunswick Express Entry stream and New Brunswick Skilled Worker stream. So the first one, make it very clear, New Brunswick Express Entry stream is connected with Federal Express Entry. If you do not have, and I keep repeating myself, if you do not have profile in Express Entry, You can never get New Brunswick Express Entry stream. Make it clear, crystal clear. Now, so let's talk about more detail about New Brunswick Express Entry. New Brunswick Express Entry is further divided into two categories: employment in New Brunswick and interest pathway. So these are two streams. Now, when we say employment in New Brunswick, employment in New Brunswick is when you have a full-time non-seasonal job offer from a New Brunswick employer. Important word, New Brunswick employer. You should have a job offer from a New Brunswick employer, and you have been living in New Brunswick for last 12 months. That is 1 year. So these two conditions are mandatory. And the third one is even more important. I have already told you the third condition is that you should have a profile in Federal Express Entry and you meet the criteria of Federal Express Entry. That's as simple as that. So employment in New Brunswick, that's one stream. The other stream is you have a profile in Express Entry and you have checked out the New Brunswick in your profile and you receive a letter of interest. And I keep telling again and again, letter of interest is that you have, like for example, you have a profile on shadi.com. Somebody looks at your profile, see, oh, the person is very intelligent, he's very handsome, he's earning good, and then they show interest in you. That's how the province look at your profile, show interest in you, and you receive a letter of interest. So you meet the Express Entry criteria. That's another important thing. So these are the two pathways under the Express Entry, New Brunswick Express Entry. Now, moving on to the changes, because change is omnipresent. Changes happen, and always happen. So changes, when we say changes, there is a very famous stream which is called New Brunswick Student Connection. And Student Connection is not available in 2025. That's just make it clear, it's not available. So somebody who thinks, he can get through that Student Connection under the Express Entry, no, he won't be able to do that. So that is not there. That's one change, one big change. The second big change is that many of the NOC codes or tier codes, I should say, are not accepted. Not accepted. And major problem is many people from here, from Ontario, from Brampton, from Mississauga, from Toronto, rushed to New Brunswick. They just rushed to New Brunswick, or I don't want to use the word, some of the immigration consultants or other people have forced them to go there. So those people, now the problem is those NOC codes, particularly the restaurant industry and the accounting. So restaurant, food service managers, cooks and bakers, they are not accepted. Accounting, bookkeeping are not accepted. And another big category is administrative assistants. Those are also not accepted. So these are the changes in the Express Entry, New Brunswick Express Entry. Now with that, let's move on to the New Brunswick skilled worker stream. Skilled worker stream is again divided into three categories: work experience pathway, then there is a graduate pathway, and the third one is priority occupation pathway. These are the three pathways. When we say work experience pathway, so work experience, the name itself is very much clear. You have to have at least the full-time non-seasonal position from a New Brunswick employer in the last 6 months. You have worked on that. You should have the work experience, and you must have lived. The word very important is lived in New Brunswick in the last 6 months. So these two conditions need to be met so you can do the expression of interest. That's about the work experience pathway. The second one, which is a graduate pathway, New Brunswick graduate pathway. So when you say graduate, it's again pretty much clear that you have studied from New Brunswick College or University, and you have obtained postgraduate work permit after studying from a DLI approved New Brunswick College or University, and also you have a full time non seasonal job offer from a New Brunswick employer. It could be a job offer, it could be a job you are doing presently, a job. So, this is for the graduate, New Brunswick graduate. The last is priority occupation. So, priority occupations is you have a full time non seasonal job offer from an eligible New Brunswick employer as a result of recruitment mission. So, recruitment mission was actually led by the government of New Brunswick. There was a shortage at that time in New Brunswick of some of the workers, and government took this initiative, and you must have at least 1 year of experience related to this position. That's the key. Now, these are the streams which are open. My advice to you, all of you, is if you are planning in New Brunswick, please act fast, because if you kind of, the spots are limited. The quota is not the same what used to be. The quota is only 1,500. That's the key. Very limited quota is there, and spots are usually taken up very fast. If you do not have a profile in Express Entry, you can reach out to our office. We can get you the profile in Express Entry. We can get you the also profile into the New Brunswick Express Entry stream. So again, depends upon your individual situation and your individual scenario. If you need to discuss your case with us, more than welcome. You can book an appointment. An appointment can be a virtual appointment if you are sitting in New Brunswick, or it can be an in-person appointment if you are sitting right here in GTA. You can have either of them. Our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number, everything is shared right here with you. And very important, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.